Hey, what's up? This is George Shamoun. In this presentation, we're going to be talking about technical skills I use daily, and you can share your skills if you like, what kind of skills you use, what kind of skills you are learning, and hopefully this will go smooth because I have a very weird setup. My main tripod broke. I'm using this small one. I'm gonna have to get a new one, a bigger one. So I'm coming to you live now, and if you're tuning in on this live stream, I want to thank you so much. And let me know where you're tuning in from. If you are in the US, what states are you living in or you're tuning in from? And if you're overseas, what country are you tuning in from? Let me know. So, again, my name is George Shamon, and I'm coming to you live from the US state of South Dakota in the Midwest region of the US. And on this live stream, I want to talk about technical skills I use daily. These are outside the job, at home and as hobbies. And I want to share with you that, and you can share with me in the comments or what kind of skills you're interested to know about. What are you learning? We can talk. This is a two-way conversation. It's not only myself talking, and make sure if you're tuning in, add a note or question in a comment and say hi, so I know somebody is listening because I started doing those not too long ago, and I want to make more, but I want to make sure, the topics I'm discussing, somebody is find it helpful, So, okay, so as the title says, three technical skills I use daily. Let's discuss them. So, the first skill, the first skill I use, I mean, it's different. This is a combination of skills, but I'm gonna lump them under one skill. So, which is the web page coding or web development. So, this is the HTML CSS code HTML5, and with the HTML5 you got the CSS3 for so the HTML is for structuring the web page, and the CSS is for styling the element on a web page. So, yeah, if you have any questions, submit it in a comment. Make sure you tune in and let me know. Share your skills. What kind of skills are you interested in learning, or what are you learning right now? So again, the first skill I'm gonna talk about is HTML5, CSS3. So basically, those are two skills, but they I categorize them under web development. They come under web page building and website making. So and I use Visual Studio Code. It's the code editor I use to make HTML, CSS, codes, edit them, make, And this is the first skill we're gonna talk about. So basically, if you're interested in learning web development, like making websites and web pages, HTML and CSS are good skills to have, but they're not necessary. Nowadays, you have website builders. You can build a website without a line of code. You have so many platforms. You can make a website very easily. But myself, I chose this option. I want to expand my knowledge in the technology, and I want to elevate my skills. And one of the ways is to learn how to code web pages, starting with HTML, CSS. So what's HTML and CSS? HTML is the main building block of a web page. It's the structure of it structures the elements on a web page. You know, like you have a text, you have an image, you have a link. They are elements on a web page, and that other structure, you know, comes under the HTML. That's what the HTML does. It's how you present the element on a web page. And then you have the cascading style sheet. The cascading style sheet is how you style the element on a web page. That is how to give it a color, how to give it a border, how to give it a background. There are so many elements you can style, and these are declaration in CSS. They are declaration. So basically, and then after learning HTML, CSS, I've been doing that for the last 2 years. I started recently with the JavaScript. Also, JavaScript is very important. It takes care of the interactivity on a web page. You know, like if you click a button, something happen. So this is JavaScript. Even though you can do these things with HTML, CSS, you know, you can do certain, you know, so. And if you have any question, please submit it in a comment, and make sure you share your questions or comments. And again, I'm talking about softwares I use myself, like skills, like HTML, CSS, and these are for web page making from scratch if you're interested to learn those. But again, you can build websites and web pages without using any code. You know, there are so many website builders that you can use. You don't even have to learn, you know, coding. But it's good skill to have because, you know, I want to expand my knowledge and I want to elevate my skills when it comes to technology. You know, I want to do things on my own. So at home. So I use Visual Studio Code, which is a website, web page editor or code editor, you know, and you can use that for so many skills. Okay, I have somebody in the comments. Yeah, welcome Ryan. Hi, welcome Sofia Rivera. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm talking about the skills I'm learning myself, and there are 3 skills. I'm going to be talking about the HTML, CSS, making simple web pages using Visual Studio Code. And then I'm going to be talking about Inkscape for making SVG files. That's, you know, graphics. And then I'm going to be talking about Linux commands. This is another skill you know, I possess, and I've been doing that for long. And if you have any questions, submit it in a comment and let me know if you're interested in what kind of skills are you learning, you know, and what kind of technology or skills you're interested in. So yeah, let me know. And guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because you'll be helping, because I want to grow this channel so I can help you more, and I'll make more videos like these, like live streams, to help you with the skills I know myself, and we can talk. It's a two-way conversation. You can share your comments and questions, you know, and you'll be notified. If you subscribe, you'll be notified with the future videos I make. I'm making those live streams often now, you know. And again, my name is George Shamoun. Thanks for subbing. Yeah, thank you. Again, my name is George Shamoun. I'm coming to you live from the U.S. state of South Dakota. This is in the Midwest of the U.S. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the area here, but let me know if you're tuning in from the U.S. What state are you tuning in from? And if you're overseas, what country are you tuning in from? I'm very interested to know. I want to see how far I'm reaching, you know. It's very interesting. So yeah, so again, HTML, CSS, what does HTML do? It structures the elements on a web page, and the CSS will give them the style. So I can give you an example now. So if you're typing a text, you know, in a code editor, that's an example. You know, let's say you're typing a text or a sentence. Let's say I go I go to work every day or something. So let's say I go to work. So this this sentence will appear on a web page in your browser as the way I typed it, like let's say black text. It's gonna That's the default of black text. So if you wanna make it, let's say red or change its color, then you're gonna have to use CSS. And how do you use it? First, the HTML, it has open tags, and the closing tags here. So let's say the paragraph is P. This is the open tag. This is the closing tag. You know. So basically, you have your text between the tags, the open tag and the closing tag. And this is P. So the way you access it in the CSS, this is how you do it. So what you do, if you want to give it a color, let's say blue, what you do is you type in the CSS file dot P. Actually, P, this is the element P. You type P and then you open the braces and you add your declaration in CSS, which is the color. Let's say color, and then colon, and you add a blue, and then you add semicolon, and this will make the text blue. It changed the color to blue. Now, if you want the background, let's say yellow, you just add another declaration here, statement, background color, dash color, colon, yellow, and then you add the semicolon, and this is how you do it. So this is how you use HTML, CSS, and this is a very simple examples. I can make more complicated examples on my computer, but now I'm not at my computer. I'm doing this through my phone. So again, this is HTML, CSS. Now let's talk about Inkscape. So Inkscape is the second skill I use, and I like. It's it does. You can do with it SVG files, which are scalable vector graphics. SVG file let me use this SVG files. So you do those, and basically it's used for logo and making sketches. And what's nice about it, when you enlarge it, make it bigger, it does not lose quality, because it's not raster like the raster imaging, like GIMP and what Photoshop does. You can create raster images, and the raster it's made up of pixels. So yeah, if you have any questions, please submit them on a comment and let me know what are you learning, what kind of skills, technical skills are you learning, and if you're interested to know those. So again, back to Inkscape. Inkscape is a free software. You can use it on your Linux machine, Windows, and Mac, and you can make SVG files, like I said, scalable vector graphics, and you can export them to PNG or other kind of files. So this is very important, for simple sketches. You can use Inkscape. It's for free, and you can use it on Linux, Mac, and Windows computer. I use it all the time. It's very complicated, but you can start with it doing simple shapes immediately once it's not that difficult, but it can get complicated if you want to do logos. Yeah, I guess I got disconnected. Now I'm. Do you see me? Anybody is on this live stream? Let me know if you can see me because I got disconnected and I had to reconnect. So I hope you didn't lose me. And I said the third one, the third skill is Linux. Linux. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Linux. Linux is an operating system and it's famous for its command line interface. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel about Linux commands, how to use them. If you are in a technology field and if you're in IT, you must be familiar with a little bit with Linux, you know. And even if you're a home user and you have Linux installed, you can use it too. And Linux is an operating system that you can use it on servers and at home on desktops. And it's got a window where you can type commands. You know, if you have a window, a text-based window, and you can type commands, you know, like LSDIR, you know, text-based commands, and it will give you an output on your screen. So again, this is the third skill, Linux. Linux is a great skill to have because it's for free. You can use it at home for free. If you have an old computer, even a new computer, you can install Linux on it, you know, and it can run on most computers, you know, architecture. And it's very useful. I use it for network diagnostic if I want to do diagnostic for my connection. And you know, I can ping my server, I can do ns lookup, etc. So let me show you some of the important commands in Linux that I use. Are you guys familiar with Linux and its commands? Do you know about? Have you heard of Linux? It's a computer operating system that you can use it on servers and on at home. Guys, if you're tuning in, say hi, drop a comment and say hi in a chat, and let me know if you have any questions and if you have you're interested in learning in any specific skills. You know, let me know. So I can give you an example of some Linux command I use on my computer. Let's say you are at the command prompt, you know, Linux. What you can do, you can use ls, and ls, it will list the current directory, folders, and the files, what you have in a current directory. Let's say if you want to use cd, and the command cd, it changes the directory, you know, and you can specify to what directory you want to go. So if you do cd only, it will uh, take you to the home directory. Let's say if you want to do ping, if you want to ping a server or an IP address on the internet or in your local network, you can use ping. So ping, this is another command you can use in Linux. Ping, PING. So ping, and then you specify the IP address or the server here, and it will send a packet. And when the server or the host send you back a packet, it will show you on the screen the packets, you know. And this, you can use this for connectivity. So. Yeah, if you have any questions, submit them in a comment. If you're on this live stream, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you submit your comments or questions. We're talking about technical skills. You know, I learn myself, and you can share what skills are you learning too. You know, are you learning programming? Are you learning web development or making graphics? Let me know what you have in a, you know, what you're learning. And if you have any questions, submit it in a comment, you know. So yeah, so this is George Shamoun, and I'm coming to you live from the US state of South Dakota. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're on this live stream or you're tuning in the future on a replay. I value your attention and thanks for your time. And make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel so I can help you and make more videos. Thank you. So, yeah. Anybody else? Anybody have a question? So, yeah, questions, comments. Let me know if you have any questions about coding using Visual Studio Code for code editing, for using HTML, CSS, and if you have any question about using Linux commands, or if you have any questions about using Inkscape for making vector graphics. Vector graphics are important because you can use them for logos and any shapes, you know, if it's not very detailed. And you can make scale them and make them like you can enlarge them and they're not gonna lose quality. That's what's good about Inkscape graphics. And also you can export the Inkscape, the SVG graphics to PNG files too. You know, this is another way of making PNG files. Yeah. So any questions, any comments? What kind of skills are you interested to learn about? Let me know. Yeah, also, and say hi, drop in a comment. Let me know if you're here, you can hear me, and if you have any questions, I want to help you while I am on this live stream now, you know. So, questions, comments, topics. So, again, I've been talking about web page coding using HTML, CSS, and make it simple to learn them. And then we're talking about Inkscape for making SVG files, vector graphics that you can scale and they don't lose quality. And then we're talking about Linux commands. If you're familiar with Linux commands, this is a good skill to learn, you know. And you can use it at home. You can make a server that's running Linux at home, and you can use it for so many purposes. Linux is a great operating system, you know, and it's for free. You can use it at home for free on your desktop, and it's got so many free. It's free itself, and it's got so many free applications that you can install on Linux, open source, you know. So, anybody else have a question or comments or anybody else? Comments, questions, skills. Share your opinion about skills you are trying to learn or you already have. What technical skills you're interested to know about or learn, let me know. We are talking about 3 skills: using Linux commands, using Visual Studio Code to make web page editors, HTML, CSS, and using Inkscape. Those are 3 skills on my channel. I have more topics, but those are the main skills on my channel, and I have a lot of videos that you can watch to learn about them, you know. So, Guys, if you're on this live stream, I want to thank you so much, and I want to thank you if you're in the you tune in on a replay in the future. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I need your help to grow the channel so I can make more videos like this one, live streaming and pre-recorded videos. And let me know what topics you're interested to learn about so I can make more videos, you know. And if I don't know the topics, I will direct you to the right resources. Who else? Any questions, comments? Say hi in a box. Let me know you're attending, you're here. Because it's hard for me to know if you're listening or you're tuning in unless you drop a comment, then I'll know for sure you are around. So, and let me know if you have any question, about Linux, about making web pages, website platforms. What platform should you use? Um, Inkscape for making vector graphics, and what else? Video editing. I'm not good when it comes to video editing, but I know how to use the software OpenShot Video Editor. I've been using Shotcut. I used that. Yeah, video editing is not that simple. It's who else have a question? Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. I need your help to grow it. The more I grow the channel, the more I make videos and the more I help you because you'll be motivating me because I cannot be here sitting and talking to myself. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I need your feedback, your help, comments, subscription. And make sure you let me know if you can hear me and see me okay, because I had some issues with the connection. It froze, then it disconnected, then I had to reconnect. Who else? Yeah, shout out to Ryan, Sofia Rivera, BBL underscore Drizzy. Thank you for subscribing. Anybody else have a question? Yeah, I wonder where you're tuning in from, guys. Are you in the US? What state are you tuning in from or overseas? I guess no more questions coming in. Questions, comments. Questions, comments. Opinions, insights. Yeah, who else have a question about using HTML, CSS, Linux, Inkscape? Questions, comments, and topics. Do you have any topics you wanted to discuss at one point? If not today, later on, maybe. Anybody else? your interest. Um, oh, I haven't been pinning a comment. I should be adding a comment, I guess, when the live starts. All right, so no more questions, no more comments. I guess we can wrap up the session, the live stream. Let's wrap it up. All right, see you next time. Anybody? Okay, this is somebody is tuning in now. Do you have any question before I wrap up the session? Questions, comments on this live stream? Let me know. Anybody have a question? I'll be here for one more minute. One more minute. Make sure you subscribe, guys, so you can help me grow the channel, so I can help you answer questions about the technology and topics I'm familiar with. Obviously, if you let me know what you want to know and what topics are you interested in. All right. All right, taking a break now while I wait until someone have a question before I wrap it up. All right, I guess nobody have any no more questions, no more comments. Nobody is saying hi. I guess we can wrap it up. Okay, guys, I want to thank you so much for showing up on this live stream, or if you are on a future replay, I want to thank you so much. Drop your comments or questions in a comment box, and make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to grow it and I need your help. And also, you'll be notified whenever I make videos like these and the pre-recorded ones, so I can help you. Thank you very much. Have a good evening or good morning, good afternoon.